This video will show you how to remove the outlet valve base from a two-piece Caroma toilet. Keep in mind that it's actually unlikely that you will ever need to remove the outlet valve base. If you need to repair or replace the outlet valve, you usually only need to replace the valve head. The base would only need to be replaced if it breaks. If you only need to replace the valve head, make sure to order the outlet valve head only and not the complete valve. It's less expensive and much easier to do. If you do need to replace the base, you should order not only the valve base, but also you're going to need a new tank to bowl gasket seal. We've listed the correct replacement parts for different Caroma two-piece toilets in the description below and linked them to our parts store. Whenever you're doing any kind of maintenance to your toilet, you'll need to first shut off the water supply. You will then need to completely drain all of the water from the tank. Once the water is turned off, flush the toilet continuously until as much water as possible is drained. There will be a small amount of water left in the tank. You can remove this with a wet shop vac or simply by soaking up the water with a sponge. It is important to remove all of the water though, because we have to remove the tank for this maintenance task. You should also place a bucket or bowl near the water supply line to use later. While it's really easy to remove the valve base, it's a bit more challenging because to access it, you have to first remove the toilet tank from the bowl. So after draining all of the water from the tank, disconnect the water supply line and place it into the bucket or bowl that you placed there earlier to prevent any remaining water in the supply line from leaking onto the floor. You'll now need to remove the outlet valve head. Simply grasp it and turn it counterclockwise and lift it up. You can leave the head attached to the handle, or if you prefer, you can completely remove it. The outlet valve on your Caroma toilet is held in place by the handle cable box. To remove it, loosen the nut by turning toward the back of the tank. Then pull the cable box straight out. Now unscrew the two nuts from the tank bolts and then simply lift up the tank. Turn the tank upside down or rest it on its side with the bottom facing you. You will first need to remove the tank to bowl gasket to access the outlet valve. To ensure a good water seal on your toilet, you have to replace the tank to bowl gasket every time you remove the tank. This is why we included a new tank to bowl seal on the list of what you need to complete this maintenance. Once the seal is used once, it compresses to seal the tank. If you try to reuse it, it won't be able to adequately mold to the bowl, and it's very likely that you'll develop a leak. So it's important to change that tank to bowl gasket every time you remove the tank. Once you've removed the tank to bowl gasket, unscrew the base of the outlet valve. Then, turn the tank over and remove the outlet valve base. Take the new outlet valve base and insert it back into the tank and screw it in place with the large plastic nut on the bottom of the tank. Then attach the new tank to bowl seal. Flip the tank back over and place it on top of the bowl, making sure that the two bolts go through the holes on either side of the bowl. Secure the tank by screwing the wing nuts back into the tank bolts. You're then ready to replace the valve head. If you've removed the valve head from the handle assembly, while holding the handle up, connect the cable box to the handle by aligning the rib on the handle assembly with the slot on the cable box outer nut. Turn the nut on the cable box toward the front of the tank until it's tightened. Remember, you have to hold the handle up while you're tightening, or when you're finished, the handle will still be pointing downward. It's now time to replace the outlet valve head. Have a look at the bottom of the valve head. You'll see that there are grooves on the bottom. Then have a look at the base of the valve at the bottom of the tank. There are slots along the base, but there are two longer slots. The valve head fits into these longer slots. Line the base head up approximately with those longer slots on the bottom and then turn the valve clockwise. When the valve is in place, you'll feel it click. Reattach the water line and then turn the water back on and flush to test. Check to make sure that there are no leaks from the tank to bowl or from the tank outside of the bowl. If there are, you may not have sealed the tank properly. Simply turn the water off, remove the water, and repeat the steps above. If you have any questions about this or any Caroma product, please contact our customer service team at 1-800-460-7019 or by email at help@sustainablesolutions.com.